On October 7, one of the biggest tragedies that happened to Israel and to Jewish people is the murder of over 1,200 people, raped, babies beheaded, etc., etc., etc. I have listened to a lot of commentaries in the last 2 months, and I have never heard anything about how did these weapons get into Gaza. How did all these military equipment came into Gaza? Now, Israel has a border with Gaza, which is very well protected in terms of security and in terms of what comes in and what goes out. Then there is a border in the south in Rafah, which is handled by the Egyptian because they have the Sinai and they are looking with military people as to many of the trucks that are coming in. What happened? How did these arms coming into Gaza and the tunnels when you have one of the biggest armies in the world, the Egyptian army, and there is absolutely no supervision? They basically do whatever they want. They get their arms. I don't know how it infiltrates, if it's Bedouins, if they pay people from the Egyptian army, with all kinds of means and ways. But all of these arms were getting into Gaza for the last 18 years and maybe before in a constant way. Nobody's talking about it. Who is responsible for the security of the Sinai? Who is responsible for checking that no arms are getting into Gaza, and certainly not the quantities of arms that are getting there? And this is an army. This is like tens of thousands of Hamas terrorists that are all getting arms. And where are these arms coming from? The mines and etc., etc., etc. This is a question that nobody has been answered and nobody's been talking about it. For whatever reason, I don't know. Not the US, not the Egyptians, not the Israelis, not journalists is even talking about that. And this is one of the biggest scandals of everything. Ask yourself this question: how do they get all these arms? Where did they get all these arms? And how do they get in when you have a huge country like Egypt with 90 million people and there's no supervision of what's going on? Something's wrong here, and I'm asking you the question. There's no reason why it would not stop.